evening. My presentation this evening is on social changes due to global connectedness and its effect on identity theft. It's impossible to credit the invention of the internet to one single person. It is the work of dozens of pioneer scientists, programmers, and engineers who each developed new technologies and new features, which has eventually become the information superhighway as we know it today. With the invention of the internet, or the World Wide Web as we know it, people became more connected than ever before. Soon after the initial invention became chat rooms. People then were able to connect more and more. There were people from New York that could chat with people from California. There were people from the United States that could chat with people from Europe, Asia, Africa, etc. This was unheard of before this. Of course, with time became bigger and better things. Friendster was created in 2002 by Peter Chin, Jonathan Abrams, and Dave Wee. This was considered one of the first social networks that we know today. It wasn't until competitors like MySpace launched that the concept of social networking went global. MySpace, and then soon after Facebook and Twitter, allowed people to really be able to connect all over the world. With this global connection became more opportunities for hackers to be able to steal sensitive personal information. There are schemes that are not internet related, but the internet brought about ways in which it can happen more and with greater ease. There are schemes such as phishing, which is most common. That's when they send information out on email that they try and fish for more personal information than they have. Also, debit card and credit card theft, skimming, pretexting, farming, vishing, and search engine phishing, etc. Since 2012, identity theft is on the rise. Total complaints have grown from 2,113,615 in 2012 to 3,083,379 in 2015. There are 4 prime targets for identity theft fraud: people aged 18 to 24, people with incomes of $75,000 or greater, young adults, and young children, and people with weak passwords. Young adults 18 to 24 are the most susceptible targets. In 2006, 29% of identity theft reports came from young adults. When they're using credit cards for the first time, they are at increased risk because they may not know how to protect themselves adequately. They swipe their debit cards more and more and post a lot of personal information on social networking. This gives thieves another access point. Number 2 are those who make $75,000 or more. Fraudsters target people with higher incomes. 10% of them fall victim to some kind of identity theft each year. Many in this bracket regularly use credit cards, which makes them even more susceptible. Wealthy people usually have numerous accounts in a variety of places, making them more susceptible to hackers. The third one would be people with weak passwords. In many cases, people use weak passwords to remember easily. Passwords like this are considered easily crackable by hackers. In order to be safe, passwords need to be 8 or more characters and include a mix of numbers, letters, and special characters. And also use random words. Don't use anything that you use regularly. The last one would be young children. Child identity theft is increasing. It happens to roughly 150,000 kids per year. Parents have social security numbers for their child for tax purposes. If the fraudster obtains this number, they can apply for loans and new lines of credit in the child's name. Parents don't regularly check their child's credit report, So the fraudster can get away with this for years. Thank you. This is my practice presentation for this evening. Have a good night.